My iPhone 17 Pro Max got damaged from a low height drop while using one of Apple's own official cases. So ever since that happened, I've been searching for a rugged case I can actually trust. And when you search Amazon for rugged iPhone 17 Pro Max cases, this one keeps showing up near the top. This is the Rinke Rugged Gear Case. It has hundreds of positive reviews, but Amazon also labels it as a frequently returned item. So that raises a few questions. Who exactly is Rinke? Is this case actually good at protecting your iPhone? And why are people returning it? Let's start with the most important thing first: protection. When it comes to phone cases, the most important job is simple: protect the phone when something goes wrong. Most real-world drops don't happen in perfect conditions. Phones slip out of pockets, fall off desks, or get knocked out of your hand while you're walking. Because of that, good case design usually focuses on a few key areas: impact absorption, corner protection, and raised edges that keep the screen and camera from hitting the ground first. The rugged gear case uses a flexible shock-absorbing design with reinforced corners to help absorb impacts. On the front of the case, the raised lip helps keep the display slightly recessed when the phone is placed face down. And around the back, the camera plateau is raised as well, helping prevent the lenses from making direct contact with flat surfaces. But design features only tell part of the story. And honestly, based on how flexible this case is and the lack of a polycarbonate backplate, I wasn't quite sure what to expect from the drop tests. So what happens when we drop it dozens of times? Before the drop testing, I first did a quick marker and white paper tilt test to see if the front lip was tall enough to protect the display during a flat fall. There was little to no marker transfer, which suggests the lip is high enough to keep the screen from hitting the ground. Alright guys, so here's the case. It's the Rinke Rugged Gear Case, and I just want to show my iPhone before I start the drop test so you can see the condition of it. If my voice sounds a little bit different, that's because I am sick right now, but I am very determined to get this video done for you guys. So if you enjoy seeing these real drop tests, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That will really help the channel to grow, and it'll let me know whether you guys like this content or not. We're gonna start with 10 drops and then take a look and see how the phone's doing. If it looks okay, we're gonna go all the way up to 30. So I am 5'7". We're dropping this phone from about 5 to 6 feet onto manufactured hardwood floor inside my house. Here's drop number 1. Ooh, so you can see here that the case slips off of the phone a little bit, so that's something to keep an eye on. We just pop it back in and then continue the drop test. I would have liked to see this case having a tighter fit around the edges of the phone, so something to be aware of. So same thing. Unfortunately, it looks like this case isn't as tight around the edges as I thought it would be, so it slipped off of this corner this time. Make sure to pop it back in. It's 10 drops. Let's look at the case first. So again, this is my real iPhone, guys. I never know what's going to happen to it when I do these test drops, so a little bit of wear on the TPU here on the edges, but you can see here, phone's still working just fine. So far so good. Only issue I've seen so far is that unfortunately it's not as tight around the front edges of the case as I would like, so it'll slip off the corners after some of the drops. So all I have to do is just put it back on, but something to be aware of. We're gonna go all the way up to 30. So 24 drops, you can see it kind of popped out again. It's not happening every time, but it happens enough where you have to be very aware after you drop the phone. Make sure to double check that. Ooh, scary sound. That should be about 30. I'm gonna do a couple of pocket level height drops out here too. We'll just do like 10 of them. Yeah, so even at low height, sometimes the front of the case will slip off the corners, so be aware of that. Alright, so you can see the case here, phone's still working. Next we're going to do some simple table drop tests, like to simulate if you were to have your phone like on the edge of the table here and it kind of slips off. This table is maybe 2 to 3 feet high. Be a little bit more aggressive with it. Push it off. This should be 4. So camera works. Case still looks like it's in pretty good condition. Let's bring it back to the table and take a closer look. After a total of 50 drops from different heights, the case still looks to be in excellent condition with only some wear marks on the corners. Most importantly, the phone itself has no new damage and is still fully functional. For context, most everyday drops happen between waist and head height, which is why I usually test cases between 5 to 6 feet. Now that we know whether this case can actually protect the iPhone 17 Pro Max or not, let's take a closer look at the company behind it. Ringke is a smartphone accessory brand created by the South Korean company Ria. The company was founded in 2003 and is headquartered in Bucheon, South Korea. Ringke has been making smartphone accessories for many years, including cases and screen protectors for devices like the iPhone, Samsung Galaxy phones, and Google Pixel devices. Today, their products are sold worldwide and are known for balancing protection, usability, and affordability. Interestingly, Ringke has actually been making iPhone cases since the iPhone 3GS, which is about as long as I've personally been using iPhones. Now let's take a closer look at the materials and overall finish of the case. According to Apple's own case design guidelines, this is one of the most important areas to evaluate because it affects how the case feels in your hand and how well it holds up after months of everyday use. The Ringke Rugged Gear Case uses a single material TPU construction. TPU is a flexible rubber-like plastic that many rugged cases use because it can absorb impacts while still being lightweight. One thing that stood out right away is just how flexible this case is. You can bend it quite a bit without feeling like it might crack or break. Even the camera plateau area uses the same soft material and can flex easily. That flexibility also makes the case very easy to install and remove, while still fitting tightly around the phone once it's on. The finish is also thoughtfully designed. The back has a matte surface texture that helps resist fingerprints and oily marks. Meanwhile, the sides use a more grippy texture to help prevent the phone from slipping out of your hand. Visually, the design is pretty minimal. At first glance, it actually reminds me of a simplified version of cases from Urban Armor gear. You still get that rugged aesthetic, but without the bulky or overly aggressive styling. Another nice touch is the minimal branding. Ringke keeps their logo small and subtle, so the case doesn't feel like a walking advertisement. Finally, the front lip wraps completely around the display, which helps keep the screen recessed when the phone is placed face down. Overall, the materials and finish give the impression of a case that prioritizes grip, flexibility, and everyday durability without adding unnecessary bulk. Now, a case can offer great protection, but if it makes the phone harder to use every day, that can quickly become frustrating. Starting with the buttons, the Ringke Rugged Gear Case uses covered TPU button covers for the action, volume, and power buttons. They're easy to locate by feel and still provide a solid and responsive click when pressed. One interesting design choice is the camera control area. This case does not include a dedicated camera button or mechanical camera control like some newer cases. Instead, Ringke leaves the area open so you can reach the iPhone's built-in camera control directly. In practice, it's still easy to access and use without feeling obstructed by the case. Along the bottom of the case, Ringke uses open cutouts for the USB-C charging port, microphones, and speaker grills. The openings are large enough that most charging cables should fit without any issues. Overall usability is still good. Because of the raised front lip, swipe gestures from the edges do not feel quite as smooth as cases with a lower lip, but the sides of the phone remain easy to grip and operate. Now remember earlier when Amazon labeled this case as a frequently returned item? After using the case for a while, I don't actually think there's anything wrong with it. My guess is that the reason has more to do with how people shop for cases. When someone buys a new iPhone, they often order several different cases at the same time, try them out, keep the one they like the most, and return the rest. And that might be happening here. Ringke is also a brand that many people may not immediately recognize. Even though they've been making iPhone cases for years, I personally hadn't heard of them until I started researching this case. So if someone is deciding between this and a more familiar brand, they might end up keeping the name they recognize and returning this one instead. Of course, without access to the actual return data, we can't say for sure. But based on my experience using the case, those seem like the most likely reasons. So overall, the Ringke Rugged Gear Case ended up being a pretty nice surprise. For under $30, you're getting a rugged case with good grip and protection that should handle most everyday drops. After 50 drops from heights ranging from desk level to about 5 to 6 feet, the phone had no new damage and remained fully functional. The case does show some wear on the corners, which is exactly where you want the impact to be absorbed. Now, I did notice the case occasionally slipped slightly off one corner during some of the higher drops, but even then there was still no damage to the phone. So overall, the Rinke rugged gear case provides solid everyday drop protection for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. But if you're curious how this compares to a much more expensive rugged case, I also tested one from Urban Armor Gear that looks very similar to this one. You can find that video right here. I'll see you guys in the next one.